Here's today's scale ticket. Now, excuse me, gotta clear my throat. This reminds me of the Fancy Gap video. It showed my steers at 12,003 something, I guess. And this is showing my drives at 34,400 and traded 32.8. That was my first scale ticket on this load. I didn't leave that. Now I slid that trailer up 2 notches, which is 1,000 pounds, and that should have took the weight off the drives and put 33.8 on the trailer and put the truck at, but I didn't reweigh it, so I don't have that scale ticket to show y'all. But I didn't run down the road like this, guys. Even if I did, they're not going to say anything. We'll get into that a little bit later on while I'm driving. We're fixing to get the day started. We are going through the house again, so see you in a little bit. Let's go do our 3 hour, is it 3 hours or 150 miles, whichever comes first, tire and load securement check. We're at a rest area here in the Welcome Center in Kentucky. My truck is nasty. We are on our way home again. See if we can't get her cleaned up. Like my tire thumper. This is not a pre-trip. This is only a tire and load security check, and also make sure our placards are good. DOT regs mandate that we do this. Supposed to check it after the first 50 miles, which we did. We picked this load up yesterday, and I locked it because the last time I've done a few of these checks, people question me why no seal and no lock. I usually have it on there, you just don't see it. So today I let you see it, So these things are riding really nice. So yeah, there we go. Everything has stayed where it should. Nothing has moved. Look, we're locked in. Anyway. My fancy tire thumper back out there. Make sure the door is latched to the top. Put the lock back on. Put the hammer back. I think I need to straighten up my box. Getting a little bit out of control. Let's go home. Hello world. Welcome to Lexington, Kentucky. I'm not sure what clips we'll have in front of this clip, but if this is the first clip, good morning. I shoot a lot of clips, and I don't use a lot of clips, so sometimes I forget what I say in some of them. So if I repeat anything, my apologies. So anyway, showed you guys my weight ticket on this particular load. I think we are at 79,200. Was that right? I don't know, I did that yesterday. Got it picked up yesterday and I scaled it out. Seen I was 400 pounds over on the drives. So I slid the trailer up 2 holes and that fixed it. So don't want you guys thinking I'm running down the road like that, like y'all did on that Fancy Gap video. I struggled with that load up when I showed y'all that scale ticket. That was probably my 4th scale ticket, and I corrected that steer axle weight by sliding the 5th wheel back 1 hole, but I didn't reweigh it because I knew 1 hole of that 5th wheel is 500 pounds. So anyway, we got it all straightened out, and if we did not, because we first picked that load up, it was at 81,000 pounds, and I had to take it back and get it reworked. At one point the trailer was at 36,000. Had to get it reworked, and all the axles moved around, the 5th wheel moved around, and as long as we were below gross, we were good. So basically, they don't usually look at you too hard for 200 or 300 pounds over on an axle. But if you're over gross, yeah, you're in trouble. Yes, I have a tri-pack on this truck, an APU. So that gives me a 400 pound exemption. I do not use that. I don't have the document I need for that. I didn't ask for it, don't want it, don't care about it. I don't ever plan on being 80,400 pounds. I control what I haul. I am my own dispatcher, and I choose my own loads off a load board. And I've got the weight setting, the weight settings in my search criteria at 42,000. So I can legally carry 42,250 pounds with my current setup, because my trailer's heavy from that logistics box, truck's heavy. So anyway, so I don't need to haul in 44, 45, and 46,000 pound loads. So you guys think, oh my gosh, I couldn't. Well, yeah, as your company driver, they haul that cheap, heavy C.H. Robinson freight. I don't have to, so I don't. Anyway, hopefully we cleared that up a little bit. Everybody seemed to have a problem with my axle weight being over a little bit, but that's okay. Like today, we are not over. You know, we're good. So anyway, so I was let's see, I went to Georgia. So where did I go? I left from home. Oh yeah, that's right, I went home last weekend, delivered in Georgia, South Georgia, Monday. I got a load out of South Georgia on Monday. I went to North Carolina, and while en route to North Carolina, my air conditioning line on my tri-pack sprung a leak. So I had to put the truck in the shop, well, tri-pack in the shop in North Carolina on Wednesday. Thermo King got me in, got the tri-pack all straightened out, and got us back in the air conditioning business. So hung out in Kenly, South Carolina, the rest of the day on Wednesday night, and met a couple of my subscribers there. One really nice guy. Had a great conversation with him. He runs his own authority and stuff, so We had a nice conversation most of the day, and then I pulled an Averton. I booked a load going to upstate New York,
in 1.2 miles,
and
left on I-64.
From Raleigh, I went to Raleigh, North Carolina State University, and picked up a logistics load that went to upstate New York, way up there at the top. And I ran, I wouldn't have went up there, but when the load popped going up there, she needed blankets and straps, so I knew I had a few minutes, so I looked at the loads on the other end, and there was a load 20 miles away from where I delivered it picked up in Waterloo, New York, going down here within 20 miles of my house in Tennessee. Picked up Friday morning, delivers Monday morning. So I said, okay. So I called that lady, told her to hold that load for me.
Keep left on I-64.
Called the North Carolina University lady, said I'll take her load. They needed pads and bars, and straps, whatnot. Turned out it was one little piece, one little cabinet, like 88 inches and weighed like 150 pounds. So it made.
2.2 miles, then keep right onto I-70.
I'm tired of listening to you there, Garmin. Turn off. So it made for a nice ride. And what I did is I ran 85 out of Raleigh. Well, actually I ran was that US 1 out of Raleigh straight up to 85. Is that right? US 1. Anyway, I ran, I'm pretty sure it was 1 up to 85, and then 85 to 95. And then when I got up there to Fredericksburg, Virginia, I got off and ran Highway 17 over to Interstate 64, because it was going to be 3:30 when I hit Washington DC. So I'm like, yeah, there ain't no point in doing all that. So what I did is I ran, got off on in Fredericksburg, Virginia there, and ran Highway 17 straight up to 64, and ran 64 over to 81, 81 up to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. I got on Highway 15 and ran 15 straight up. And I tell you what, I absolutely love that route up 15/222 or 220, whatever it is. Love that road, man. I always have. It's a beautiful drive. And I was going to video it, but I thought, well, I'll be coming back down that way, so I'll just video it. Because when I was going up, the sun was setting, and it was right there in my field of view, and so it wouldn't have done a very good video anyway. So I thought, well, I'll video it coming back down, and it'd be a beautiful ride. But this load I picked up, as you see, what my gross weight was 79,200 some odd pounds, and had 15 through upstate New York and upper end of Pennsylvania. It's a little bit rolly, and I got some pretty good pulls and downgrades on it. Yeah, the truck could handle it, but it was just easy to stay on 90. Actually, the mileage was probably about 30 miles further. Was probably a little bit faster according to the Google, but it turned out it wasn't faster because there was a wreck on 80 in New York. Then I hit a monsoon rainstorm. So anyway, but we ran 90 down to 271 to 71 to 75. So here we are, going home on 75 again. So anyway, we have loads lined up for next week. We deliver this one right next to the house there, and then we have a load picking up going back to South Georgia, down there to Valdosta. And I did the same thing on that load. The agent I pulled the load to New York with had this load coming out of my house going to Valdosta, and I saw it when she posted it Thursday. But there's no freight in Valdosta, so I didn't call her. I was still looking for loads, and then she popped it again late yesterday evening, and so I pulled it up and looked at the loads at the far end down there, and this time there was 3 loads, 2 of them going to Florida and 1 load going back to Sparta, Tennessee, for a really good rate from a real agent. And so I called the real agent that had the load down there in Georgia and asked if that was a good load. They still had it, and they said yes. I said, hold it, give me 10 minutes and I'll call you back. So they took it off the board. I called my agent that had the load that was going to South Georgia, said, hey, I'll take that load, because I discussed it with her earlier, so I knew what the load was. I just didn't want to go. Yeah, I paid well, I'm not going to say that. It was a good rate on it, but I didn't want to go to South Georgia because there's nothing coming back. I mean, yeah, I could have took the load and headed back to Atlanta, but then you're just giving the money back. So why? Well, now look at this guy. He's got a load of heavy sheetrock on his Ford there, and them straps. I guess he's okay. So anyway, so I called and told her I'd take her load to Georgia, and then that load that comes back to Sparta, I'll be able to stop back at my house, because it does not deliver till 3 p.m. on Wednesday. So I'll be able to stop at the house Tuesday night, spend the night, get up, watch Price is Right. When Price is Right is over, get up and go to Sparta. So yeah, be home this weekend. Be back home Tuesday night. So yeah, like I said, guys, I live in a good spot. Anyway, so if I cut the video right here, you guys have a great day, and we'll see you on the next one. So don't forget to give me that thumbs up, hit the like button, leave me a comment, and we will see you in the comments. We are out. Have a good one, guys.